welcome back to my channel, and I'm really excited for today's video because I'm going to be sharing with you guys some lunch or dinner ideas that are so quick and easy. I'm gonna probably do a total of 5 because I'm not gonna lie, on the weekends we pretty much eat out, but the other days we do cook at home, and all of the dinners that I make or Vishal makes are quick. They take anywhere between 15 to 20 minutes. I will also just put a quick disclaimer out there, not that you guys like even think this about me, but like, fam, I'm not a chef, okay? I don't even know what I'm doing in the kitchen. So if I'm not doing anything right, if something is like not cooked as you would cook it, or like how professional chefs cook it, please don't get mad at me. Again, I'm just like a normal girl trying to figure out life around the kitchen and share what I learned with you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with day 1. And today I made poha. And this is literally the easiest thing to make ever. We have been eating this non-stop. So now I'm gonna show you guys exactly how to make it. Okay, so while my oil is being heated up over here, I just want to quickly tell you about the poha. What I've learned is that you don't want it to be like soaking wet, and you definitely don't want to like keep it in water. Just kind of like wet it and like keep it in something where the water just kind of like drains out, the excess water just like drains out. So I have this in like a little strainer here that came in my Our Place pot, not pot, the pan. All right, that feels like it's getting pretty hot now, and I'm just gonna go ahead and add some peanuts to it, and just you're gonna like very lightly roast them. So just keep this on here for like, I don't know, a minute or so. And adding this really adds a very nice crunch. All right guys, so peanuts are done. I'm not gonna lie to you, I kind of burnt them a little bit, but you know what, this still tastes good, so we're gonna use them. All right, moving on, I have some a pan here with some oil, and I'm gonna add some cumin seeds, jeera, as well as mustard seeds. Now, I'm not sure if you're supposed to or not, but I'm gonna also add a little bit of this like ginger garlic paste. I actually want to really start making my own, guys. I shared it on my Instagram a few weeks ago, and somebody was like, oh my god, you should try making it on your own. It's a game changer. And you guys are right, I'm gonna try. I'll keep you posted. I'm also adding the onions. The heat is on low, by the way. You don't want to like overcook this. I'm just gonna kind of turn it and let it cook here for a minute. And I'm gonna add some curry leaves in here. It adds such a nice flavor, guys. Do not skip out, in my opinion, on the curry leaves. It really adds a beautiful flavor. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add my spices. I actually would have added like fresh green mirchi, but I don't have any, so I'm just using red mirchi. I'm gonna add some turmeric powder, that much, and then of course some salt in here. And then you guessed it, fam, you're gonna cook it a little bit more like this. And I am going to add in the peanuts and kind of just cook that all together for just like 10 seconds. Okay, now we're just gonna add the poha in here. And you guys, I again want to just remind you to be very like gentle when mixing it, because otherwise the little bits of poha, because it's so thin, it can actually break and not be as fluffy. So just be like gentle when you kind of mix it in. And also I would recommend to keep your heat on low at this point. All right, I am also going to add some dhania, coriander, cilantro. What do you guys call it? Coriander or cilantro? And this right here is probably the most important part, in my opinion, and really adds like the best flavor. Some lemon. I know, you're probably like, wait, what? If you haven't never cooked poha before, I was kind of like, wait, really? And again, give it a very gentle mix. And that is it, you guys. I'm also gonna add a little bit of this chutney that I made. I followed my friend Radhi's video or her recipe. It was on her blog, and this chutney came out so good. Oh my god. So my mom makes these like homemade pickles. Can you guys see them? She makes these like homemade mirchi achar. I'm gonna take some of these as well, maybe just like 3 or 4, because I have to, like any sort of Indian food, I have to eat it with some sort of a jar. And fam, this is our dinner. So good. Hi guys. Okay, so today is gonna be dinner day 2, and we're gonna be making the easiest, most delicious, refreshing, yummiest spring rolls ever. One of the things I'm gonna put in the spring rolls is going to be pickled onions. And this has become kind of like a staple in our fridge, or in our kitchen, I should just say. But anyway, I am gonna show you how I make the best, easiest pickled onions ever. Okay, so the first thing you're gonna do is take a measuring cup, and I'm just gonna add half a cup, probably a little bit more than half a cup of vinegar. Just using distilled white vinegar. There it is right there. And for the rest of it, I just filled it up with some good old H2O. And now I'm going to turn on my stove. Then I'm just gonna get this small pot right here. In this, I'm just gonna go ahead and add this mixture right here. Okay, in this mixture, I'm gonna add a little bit of jeera. This is completely optional, it's cumin seed. I'm just gonna add the tiniest bit of salt as well. And just let this come to a boil, this mixture right here. I am gonna now quickly turn off the gas and just kind of let the onions sit in this mixture for a quick minute. That's all you need to do. And then you're gonna take them out and you're gonna keep it in your glass container. And literally, guys, that is it. I am just going to transfer all of the onions in here. And then you can just like let this cool off for a couple of minutes and keep it in your fridge. For us, honestly, we like go through this in just a matter of days, probably like within a week or so. These are gone. This is also like Vishal's favorite thing to like eat also. And that is how you make your pickled onions, which we're gonna be using in our spring rolls. Today we're gonna do a little bit of cucumber, carrots, kale, and of course the pickled onions that are currently cooling off. Alright guys, I have to talk a little bit slow because baby's sleeping and I don't want to wake her up. So this is the rice paper. This took me a little bit of trial and error because I recently just started using it. The thing to remember is you just want to like dunk this in the water, get it like a separate bowl for the water, and then take it out. You don't want to leave it on there. Like some websites will say like leave it on for 5 minutes, or not 5 minutes, my gosh, 5 seconds. For me, it's like 2 seconds. That's like the magic amount of time. Anyway, I am just gonna start to layer. Oh, another important thing I forgot to tell you guys is that make sure you're doing all of this on a damp paper cloth or a towel, because otherwise this wrap will stick to the surface. So it's very, very important to do that. I just started off with my greens. Now I'm gonna add my carrots, and then I'm gonna add my cucumbers, just like that. This is totally optional, but I like to add just a little bit of salt. You can even add like a little bit of lemon juice. And then you're gonna start to fold. And again, the paper is like very easy to actually work with. Okay, now I'm gonna add tofu. I'm also just adding some herbs. I have some mint here as well as some cilantro, although I ran out of cilantro. And then I'm gonna take the pickled onions and just add the tiniest bit, like not too many. And then you're just gonna fold it again, like so. And there you have like the perfect little roll right there. And then you're just gonna kind of like close it up from the sides as you would like an envelope. And then the same thing on the other side, like this. Boom, done, finished, ready to go. You just wanna cut this in half and then enjoy it. Oh, it's so good. Hi guys, today is day 3, meal 3. And I'm not gonna lie to you, mama is tired today. I'm so tired, and I was like this close to being like, oh, let's just order in. But then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make these paneer lettuce wraps that I made the other day. That literally took me 5 minutes to make. The hardest part is chopping up the veggies. which I'm doing right now. You guys obviously can't see it, but B-roll magic, editing magic, you'll see that as I'm talking. But anyway, I was like, you know what, no, I'm gonna just like make these lettuce wraps. They're so easy, they're so quick. I have everything that I need. Okay, so my veggies are all set and ready to go, and I'm also just drying my lettuce right here. All right, let me quickly move this aside and let's talk about the sauces. We're gonna of course use some olive oil, but I'm also gonna use a little bit of some sesame oil. It adds a really nice flavor. I'm gonna use soy sauce. I'm gonna use this chili garlic sauce just because we like our foods to be a little bit spicy. You don't have to put this, but it adds a really nice flavor. And then I'm gonna put this ginger garlic paste, and that's pretty much it. Okay guys, we are ready to go. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just add a little bit of olive oil in a little pot, and actually a little bit of the sesame oil as well. I just mixed the two together. I don't know if you're supposed to do that or not, but that's just how I do it. And then while that's heating up, I just add the onions. Then let's go ahead and add a nice bit of the ginger garlic paste and give this a good mix, like so. You're just gonna let this cook for like, I don't know, like a minute or so. And now I'm gonna already start to add the paneer right in here. Give it a good mix. Also, I just want to say you can do the same recipe with tofu as well if you want a vegan option. All right, last thing before we start to season is add your green peppers. Now we're gonna go ahead, while it's like all cooking, we're gonna add the soy sauce, just a little bit. We're gonna add the ginger garlic paste, a little bit of the red chili, some salt, but you do want to like let this thoroughly cook. So let this sit on the stove for like a good 5 minutes. You can turn down the heat to like medium and just let this like cook really, really well. Back there, I just put this chickpea flour wraps from Siete. What I'm doing right now is just adding a little bit of lemon squeeze on top of this. It just adds a really, really nice flavor. It really, really just adds such a nice touch. Try it out. And we're gonna give this a last good mix. And now we are ready to assemble these fabulous lettuce wraps. So let's do that. All right, guys, let's go ahead and assemble this lettuce wrap, and it's so easy. And if you want to actually have this with like a tortilla, let me show you guys how I do that, because that's so good too. So here's that Siete tortilla. We're gonna put the lettuce right in the middle, and then we're gonna fill this baby up. All right, here are your two variations with just the lettuce wraps, and then of course with the Siete wraps. And I really, really recommend them. And yeah, we're gonna enjoy this, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 4, meal 4. Okay, I don't like my eyebrows today because I used this new pencil and I'm not a fan of it. Ignore that. But anyway, let's talk about dinner number 4, and definitely one of my favorites. And the reason why I'm like kind of like squatting like this is because I have it right in front of me, and I'm soaking dal, regular dal. This is the yellow dal. I think it's called a moong dal, but you can use any dal you want. You can use like the orange one, or green dal is really good too. But anyway, I'm going to show you guys how to make dal chila. I'm literally obsessed with this. You can actually make the batter in bulk and then just keep it in your fridge, and every night, whatever sabzi you have, or any dal, or just eat it with like yogurt, whatever you prefer. So there's just so much possibilities with this. Now, if you're going to use the green dal, picture right here, I don't know what it's called. I think that's called moong dal. Yeah, that's moong dal. But if you're gonna use that green dal, make sure to soak it overnight. But I'm using this like, again, this like yellow dal, and I'm just gonna soak it for like, I don't know, like 2 hours, and that's good enough for this. Make sure you also thoroughly wash it to get rid of any like dirt or anything, and then soak it for, like I said, 2 to 3 hours. And then I'll come back and I'll show you guys how to make the best dal chilas ever. Alright guys, chila batter is ready to go. Also, I'm talking a little bit low because Mia's sleeping, but the chila batter is ready. You could just close this up and keep it in the fridge. I actually already made some chilas, so that's why it's not full, but it was like completely full with the amount of dal that I had. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys right now how I exactly make the chilas. It's so easy. All right guys, so my pan here is getting nice and hot. By the way, I also have sabzi back here. You probably can't even see it. Let me quickly show it to you guys. Got some sabzi going. I've actually shared this before, and I will link that video below. It's like my favorite sabzi to make. Green peppers, paneer, it's so good. Anyway, I just took a little bit of some spray olive oil, and I'm just gonna let that properly heat up. You do want this to heat up, but you also don't want your pan to be like extra hot, because then the batter is just gonna like kind of stick, even if it's like a non-stick. And then I'm just gonna mix up my batter, because like sometimes some of the like suji will settle on the bottom, so like give it a good mix before you start to like pour it into your pan. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put the batter in, and then just like kind of spread it out with my pan here. What I'm doing here is just kind of like trying to make this a perfectly round circle. Now here's the thing with the chila, I'm not gonna lie, it takes a while. It takes like a good, I don't know, 3 minutes or so to make each one. If you want, you can even like cover it up and just like really let it cook properly. Okay, so I have you guys zoomed in so you can really see what is happening. And can you guys see how the edges are starting to kind of lift? That's when you know it's ready to be flipped over. Guys, this is what I was trying to tell you. This is how you want your flip to be. See how it's like completely cooked on this side? Just a little bit uncooked right here, which we're gonna flip it back and it'll cook. That's kind of what you wanna look for. Hi guys. Okay, let me adjust the camera. And my hair, wow, is a hot mess. Anyway, let's talk about day 5, and this has been our go-to dinner as of recently. Okay, in terms of quick, I would say this actually will take you about 20 minutes to do, but it's just like really simple, and you can meal prep this entire dinner idea. So let's go ahead and get started. It requires a ton of veggies of your choice. Okay, so I'm just like coating the bottom of this pizza sheet or pizza pan, whatever. So we've got the asparagus like this. By the way, my oven is on at 400 right now. And then I'm gonna add sweet potato. I just, as you guys saw, put on some lemon juice in here. And now I'm gonna season this with some salt. Boom, 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 boom. I just eyeball it, fam. Some pepper. Just like boom, boom, boom. I don't know why that's like my go-to. Boom, boom, boom. And some garlic powder. And this is ready to be put in the oven. Oh, I'm also gonna add a little bit of oil on the sweet potatoes as well, so they get a little bit crispy and almost caramelized, because I do like to turn them halfway. So I'll take out the asparagus first. I'll leave this in for like 5-ish minutes. Take out the asparagus because that's gonna be ready quicker, and then leave the sweet potatoes in and then turn those. All right guys, so I have a pan here for some garlic. I just added some broccoli. Honestly, I can probably add a little bit more and just like have it ready for the week. So we're just gonna leave it right here for now. Let me also get some lemon. So I'm just adding the tiniest bit, not too much. Some pepper and some salt. We're gonna keep it really simple over here with the broccoli. And I'm just gonna let this cook. And in the meantime, I'm gonna start to cut up my tofu. I'm using extra firm tofu. First of all, I'm gonna cut it into really thin slices, and then I'm gonna layer it with some paper towels so it can soak up any extra water, because then otherwise it won't get crispy. So I'm gonna quickly do that. Okay guys, now we are going to cook our tofu, and I actually ended up putting it in little cubes, so cutting it into little cubes. So yeah, I'm just gonna cook this really quick, and again, season this with what I've already been seasoning with, which is salt or pepper, some salt, and a tiny bit of garlic powder, and then you just want to cook it for like 5 minutes. That's it. Okay guys, so I just whipped up this really quick like avocado dressing. In here I have got onion, garlic, half an avocado, water, lemon juice, salt and pepper. But yeah, that's it. It's so easy and very refreshing. Okay, let's go ahead and start to plate our bowls. As you guys can see, I actually ended up making a little bit more broccoli than I thought. So I'm gonna have some leftovers, always love that. And then this is the asparagus. I've just fallen so in love with like eating as many greens as possible throughout my day. And the days that I don't, I honestly don't feel my best. So I really encourage you guys to add it to your diet. It doesn't have to be like this many vegetables, but like something, you know. All right, let's also add our protein, the tofu. Okay, and here are my sweet potatoes. Oops, you guys, I was not even recording, but here I am adding the dressing, the avocado dressing on top, and our bowls are ready to go. I'm eating our dinner. So good. I also will say, just like pretty much with all the other recipes that I mentioned, you can swap out any vegetables that you like. But anyway, with that, we have made it to the end, and this was recipe 5. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you guys want to see more videos like this, let me know in the comment section below. Michelle, are you getting hot sauce? Wait, you have to show them which one you're getting.
Nando's peri peri hot sauce.
Peri peri from Nando's. The best hot sauce. And yes, they do have this in American supermarkets, and I'm gonna have some on the side too. It's just so delicious. Anyway, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Please subscribe to my channel on your way out, and if you want to see more content like this, more like cooking videos, thumbs up, and I would love to share more. Okay, I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye. Mwah.